visit some of the most beautiful and Instagrammable restaurants, enjoy the different foods they offer, and bring you with us throughout the experience. So that the next time you're considering a restaurant trip, go on a date, hang out with your buddies, hold a function, or even spend time alone. You have plenty of options. So what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Have you? Okay, thank you. For the returning subscribers, I got nothing but love for you. Thank you for the support. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Cultiva Restaurant, and we have a very special guest. So how about we let him introduce himself?
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Khalid. I'm the head chef of Cultiva Farm. I'll just tell you a bit about Cultiva Farm. Cultiva Farm. I'll just tell you a bit about Cultiva Farm. Cultiva Farm is a farm-to-table concept restaurant where we grow a lot of our own produce here in our greenhouse that's right next to the restaurant. Our menu is seasonal, so it changes every 2 or 3 weeks. Our menu is based on what is growing in the farm, what's seasonal, what's available, not just in our farm but also in the oceans. We try to work with local farmers and local fishermen to empower local communities. So Cultiva means cultivate. And when we mean cultivate, we talk about cultivating not only the land, but also cultivating community. Yeah. And that's just what we're about. We like to empower the local community within our neighborhood. A lot of the furniture that's in the restaurant has been built by local artisans in the area. All of our chefs and cooks are from the area. A lot of them have been trained in Cultiva. They've come through the ranks. Some of them started as farmers, now they're chefs. So like I said, we like to empower the local community, use seasonal produce, have an ever-changing menu that keeps the people excited, that keeps us as chefs excited. Yeah, that's just a little bit about what we do.
Oh, that's quite impressive, I would say. And there's a lot of good work you're doing. Everything here, from the seeds, your flower pots, everything seems very environment friendly.
It is. That's what we're about. We're also trying to educate, not only our customers but also our employees on best practices for sustainability.
Yeah.
The correct way to use food, the correct way to process your food, making sure we have as little waste as possible.
Yeah.
Also, in terms of our water usage, our electricity usage, gas usage, we try to teach them, the correct ways of preserving what we have, using them in the correct ways.
Okay.
Yeah, for our farm, we have some chickens at the back, so we have eggs that we get for our pastry department. We have a couple of pigs at the back there that eat a lot of our food waste.
Yeah.
The rest of the food waste then goes to our compost pile, so we compost, it goes back into the land, and then, of course, our vegetables grow back out of that. So it's a complete cycle that we're trying to accomplish.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It would be very interesting to see all that.
Yeah, later. We can take a tour later.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So for anyone who hasn't been to Cultiva before, what would you recommend them to try out?
So it's an interesting question because our menu changes so much. So we just changed the menu yesterday.
Okay.
So a couple of new dishes have come on. Our popular dishes are aya and huasca, which are farm platters is what we call them. These are dishes that have a lot of vegetables that are grown either here or in our sister farm, which is in Limuru.
Yeah.
And it's a nice showcase of what we do at Cultiva Farm.
Okay.
All the vegetables are processed in different ways to give you different flavors and different textures.
Yeah.
And it's a nice dish to share. When we talk about sharing also, our menu is designed for sharing.
Okay.
And we like that, people can eat from each other's plates and talk, and that, is all about...
It's a sense of community.
Exactly. So our menu is designed for sharing. We like people to come in a big group, or even if you're 2 people, order a couple of things, both take from the same plate, and then you have a conversation also about the food that you're having. So
Yeah.
yeah, Iron Huasca platters are very popular. Our kingfish ceviche is
Okay.
always on the menu, also very popular.
Yeah.
The owner is South American,
Okay.
so the menu is heavily South American influenced.
Yeah.
Kingfish ceviche is one of the classic dishes from Ecuador and Peru. So it's nice that it's always on the menu, just to show a little bit about the story of Cultiva.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's quite impressive. So if I'm getting this right, anything that is served to you when you come to Cultiva Karen is right from the garden here.
Yeah, we try to get as much as possible. Obviously, not everything
Yeah,
is
but
from
most
our
of it.
greenhouse.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have a sister farm in Limuru, so they grow kind of the larger scale vegetables, the root vegetables that take a bit longer.
Yeah.
They all grow there, and then here we have just the leafy greens, things like that don't take too long to grow,
Yeah.
because obviously we don't have a large space here.
Yeah.
We grow our own tomatoes here, heirloom tomatoes. We have about 20 varieties, all different shapes and colors. So
Yeah.
we're just coming to the end of tomato season now. But yeah, we try as much as possible to be self-sustaining. The restaurant gets very busy, so if we were to use only from the greenhouse, our greenhouse would be empty
It would
because
be
we chop
completely-
everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have a sister farm in Limuru. It's run by one of our ex-chefs. He's a young guy.
Yeah.
He used to work here, and he said he wanted to become a farmer. He had
Yeah.
some land,
Yeah.
so the owner gave him some seeds,
Yeah.
and off he went. And he's now supplying us. Yeah.
Okay. So any parting shots you'd like us to know?
Yeah, just I know a lot of people are now just hearing about Cultiva Farm. We've only been reopened now for about 2 months. We were closed because of COVID. But yeah, when you come to Cultiva, we want you to feel a sense of coming home almost.
Yeah.
We want everyone to feel at home, be relaxed, try different things.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
Yeah.
Our menu is not like any other menu. We want people to kind of see the menu and
What is this?
what is this, and then they have to come out of their comfort zone a bit.
Yeah.
And we want people to do that, because I think when coming out of your comfort zone with food,
Yeah.
it really teaches you a lot, about the story of where the food is from. And at Cultiva, the chefs are the ones who bring you the food. So we explain the dish to you and tell you a little bit about the story,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. We want you to have an experience, not just a meal.
Okay. So just before we wind this up, so most of the experiences people have when they go to new restaurants, they're afraid they might find some names they can't pronounce, some things they do not even know what
Yeah.
that is. So what's the process around it? Do the waiters explain to you, so this?
Yeah, we try to train our front of house as much as possible. So every time, because the menu changes so much, it's also difficult for them to keep up. So
Yeah.
like today, we're going to have a training with them. So we'll do a tasting. So we cook the food for them. The food comes to the to the table. And then we then explain to them all the elements and why the elements are together on the plate, so that they can also hear from us.
Yeah.
They can explain to the guests better. But like I said, the chefs are always the ones bring the food, so we're not too far away. So if there's any other problem,
Yeah.
you just click your fingers and we'll be there.
And you'll
Yeah,
be there.
yeah.
Well, you had it right from him. You have no reason not to visit Cultiva Karen.
Yeah.
All right, so how about we find out how Cultiva started, and you have Ariel here to tell us more about it.
Yeah, thank you. So I came into Kenya on 2017, and I saw the opportunity of creating something unique in terms of like good food, healthy food, and I saw that Kenyans needed something experimental, something experiential. So we came to do a little bit of a safari thing, and then we fell in love with the country. We believed in the country, and you guys have awesome products, awesome land. So we just developed this community-based farm
Yeah.
where we want to educate, the people that are going to work with us.
Yeah.
And that's what we were doing since 3 years ago, showcasing the different varieties that are being lost in time.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a lot of seed-saving people around Kenya
Yeah.
that are, the guardians of the seeds.
Yeah.
So the idea was to connect with them and bring that to the table, because we believe that preach by example is the most important thing to do.
That's really
And since we have a restaurant, that we can pick the things that we want, experimental things, and then serve to people
Yeah.
that are gonna take the risk, to try new things.
Yeah.
And that was what is encouraging about this project. So it's a community base. We work with small farmers around in terms of porks, pigs. We do sustainable fishing as
Yeah.
well, lionfish. So that's what Cultiva means.
Yeah.
And Cultiva it comes from the Spanish word. So I'm from Ecuador. Cultiva was born in Ecuador, South America, and cultiva means cultivate. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not just cultivating the land; it's also cultivating, awareness, health, community, country,
culture.
the culture. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking after. That's our way to transcend into this project. So since I came, I've been open for August 2019 until March, COVID.
Yeah.
So we needed to close down, and then we did 1 year and plus of deliveries,
Yeah.
and then we just reopened with the new setup of Cultiva, a little bit bigger. We expanded, we made a better kitchens. We have staff. We have currently 62 people of staff. So it's a little
Currently,
monster.
yeah.
Currently. So we're creating a lot of jobs, and people are, like we are a family.
Yeah.
So we're getting all together, and yeah, that's basically what we are doing here in Kenya. And hopefully, we can develop other projects in future.
Okay, so what I get that you major in is environment friendly, sustainability, and culture and community kind of feeling.
Correct.
Oh, that's quite impressive.
Sharing is caring. So sharing, your knowledge, sharing your products, sharing your passions.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you very much. So this is the second cultivar.
Yes, so we have one in Ecuador, which is a much bigger farm.
Okay.
We don't have a restaurant per se there. We
Yeah.
had a catering company.
Okay.
That's how everything was born.
Yeah.
So we had a catering company, and in the quest of having extraordinary products,
Yeah.
we started farming ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah. So now this is the first international, model,
How cool is that?
and we are along on the equator, so we are connected ourselves.
Yeah.
Climate is almost the same.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm at home.
Oh, very impressive. You're doing a stellar job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Ariel, for taking the time.
No, thank you.
Well, today has been certainly a beautiful day. We've gone around Cultiva Restaurant, gone to their greenhouses, enjoyed their food, spoken to the managers, to the chefs. I mean, what more do you need to be convinced that you should definitely try out Cultiva? I would definitely recommend. Very environment friendly, sustainable, a community kind of feeling. The staff, definitely, they cater to everything dear. So by all means, make sure you visit Cultiva Restaurant in Paris.